Hi, my name is Jade, and I am a chemical engineering third-year student at the University of Waterloo. And I owe my faith a lot to the mentors in my life, particularly my mother and my grandmother. Not only did they bring me to church regularly, but they were also teachers of the faith, and they lived by the faith. And they brought me to the Blessed Sacrament. My grandmother particularly brought me to the Blessed Sacrament for my first time. One event that really solidified my faith is a miracle that happened to my family. My stepmom and my dad couldn't have a child, and it created a lot of depression and a little bit of discrepancy between us, and there was like a little bit of no peace in our family. And I prayed so hard that year because I could see how sad my dad was, how sad my stepmom was that she couldn't have children, and they were trying for, let's say, 7 or 8 years to have a child. And I knew that they weren't happy with each other, and the family was breaking, and we were having way more fights than we needed to. And I prayed that year to the Blessed Sacrament to bring us back to that happiness and that peace that we need in our family. And 8 months of persistent prayer to the Blessed Sacrament, my stepmom was pregnant. So, and now she has 2 children now. So at the end of the day, I realized how strong and how powerful the Blessed Sacrament really is, and how we have to be confident in our faith and how trusting in God through everything, and coupled with our own personal life. Even to this day, every time I am struggling with a trial or tribulation, just praying to the Blessed Sacrament brings me back closer to God. There are times where I think that I can do things on my own, and I slip away and I don't pray as often or don't pray as hard as I need to, and I don't go to the Blessed Sacrament as often. And I realize that I will never be able to achieve that unless I raise it up to God's hands. Even to this day, now that I'm in university and my mom and my grandmom cannot constantly be there every single day reminding me to go to adoration, I have this faith community called Jesus Youth that have influenced me in positive ways, and we hold each other accountable by praying together, by going to church together, going to charity events together, and doing things that are virtuous, doing things that are of the faith, and remaining in our faith and not remaining in a life of service. If anyone is really experienced Christ, I highly recommend going to adoration more often, learning more about the miracles and the definition behind the Eucharist, the definition behind adoration. And I would advise Christians and non-Christians to take the time to really pray in front of the Eucharist. And over time, it's always persistence in prayer that saves us. So over time, your heart will be changed, your qualities and your virtues will be changed, and you'll see slowly that you want to serve more, and you want to be more for people around you, and the more you give of yourself is the more you feel fuller. And every time I received the Eucharist, I thought that Jesus was becoming a part of me and patching on. And the more I felt him in me, is the more I felt responsible to be holy, responsible to be of service, responsible to sacrifice and overcome my tribulations, carry my cross. So my message to everyone is to spend time understanding the faith, spend time praying in front of the Eucharist for whatever you thought is impossible, whatever miracle you want in your life, and you will see a change in your life.
I'm very happy to introduce Shalom World, a new Catholic, family-oriented Catholic TV that will be 24/7 English-speaking television channel. I hope that through this media we will be able to continue to spread the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world, a world that needs Shalom, that needs the peace that comes from the King of Peace, Jesus Christ. I congratulate all those who participate in supporting this new media, and that it may continue to reach millions and millions of people all over the world where we need the light of Christ.
Shalom World, God's own channel.